Drink water and mind my business.
All right, Brad. Let me know when you're ready to count it down.
You good right now, man.
We already live.
Listen. You know, the NBA is like, I know y'all was having this relaxing Sunday afternoon. They was like, Ron is at home watching You People on Netflix, chilling. MJ's out coaching the youth, giving back to the community and whatnot. Trav is probably, getting his pregame meal in before he got to go to work in a couple. So we're going to spice this Sunday up. We have a trade.
Y'all want cracker?
You know what? Those are the best. You ain't got to put nothing on them.
That right now, I'm eating crackers in my business. That's what I'm doing right now. I already drank my water.
Ritz crackers are the best crackers to have.
They're cracker, man.
They're real, real good. I mean, you can put some peanut butter on it, but
so let's run it down. So here's the trade in full.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up the Twitter. Let me pull up the book face and the Twitterverse.
The Twitterverse.
And the chat.
The app chat. The Brooklyn Nets are trading Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavericks for Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, a first-round pick, and multiple second-round picks. We take 3, 2, 1. Let everybody let that sink in. So, the only thing that is surprising is the speed at which this happened. They pretty much, Kyrie threw in he put in his PTO notice on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a deal done in 72 hours. Not bad. So, fellas, quick round the horn thoughts. We probably gonna go about a half an hour. It is Sunday. We know folks is chilling, but we gotta talk about it. MJ, I'm gonna go with you first, just in case you gotta hop off the line. I know you got your tournament. You first. First off.
No tournaments. I got time today.
MJ got time today. That's even better.
So, a lot of things went in my head. The first thing that went in my head was trying to create a stat that can effectively track how many times that Luka and Kyrie are going to be able to dribble versus the rest of the team. That was the first thing that went in my head. Like, how many dribbles is it going to take for this to work, not work? So just try to just make it fit in my head. The second thing was, with Brooklyn, clearly y'all mailing it in. But now I'm thinking, should I get on the ASU circuit and, see who's out there for the class of 2028 to see who Brooklyn going to end up with? Should I start scouting? Like, should I start getting my guys ready? Like, get my class of 2028? Like, look, Brooklyn going to probably have a top 10 pick in about 6 years. It could be you. So I don't know. All I know is that the reason why I think it got done so early is because it's gotten to a point where both sides were just tired of each other. It was sick of each other. It was just a very toxic situation that needed to end quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see by the title of my name, I don't deal with toxic. I ain't here for toxic. So I ain't gonna go back and forth on the why, the how, the meetings that had to be set. We got time for that. All we know is that we're gonna see two really incredible basketball players on the same team in the Western Conference. And the only question now is, can it work and how will it?
Jern, let me get you in here. Just your quick opening thoughts.
Well, the first thing I thought is now Luka has a player on his team that's a better offensive player than him. So how would that mesh with what he already does? Kyrie has shown one thing, that the last time Kyrie had a player that could play off the ball with the playmaking ability of Luka, he actually won a title. So we got to find what other pieces here are going to work. And I guess basketball Europe. We brought it. I mean, well, you know what? He technically from Australia, so you know what? Let's keep the pimping going, man.
Trash.
Man, what I'm very interested about is the mindset of this trade with Jason Kidd. How you gonna make this work? He has two people that know how to run an offense. One person really don't care about having the ball being off the ball. He wants to be off the ball. And the other one has to rock. We was talking about this the other day, like Dallas got to make a move.
And they sure did.
They sure made a move. They made a move. You got a big time move. Now, again, Kyrie can play, man. Kyrie can play. Everybody going crazy because of all the other stuff. But when you put that basketball in that man's hands, he goes to work. You cannot discriminate on it. Get your personal out of this. Let's look at what the basketball aspect of this game is about. Kyrie is top 10 in this league. Easily. So you take him. Mark Cuban and said some stuff. Of course, Mark Cuban pockets is some of the deepest in the world right now. He's going to make that happen. And he just did. Now, let's see what his organization is going to do to make this work, because you kind of got rid of your sixth man.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter. This is Kyrie Irving we talking about. Get your feelings aside. They made the move to try to go up. Call Dallas is what? 5th, 6th place, something like that.
Yeah.
This may be that move that get them up. So,
hey,
Kid, let's see.
Hey, this is a lesson in manifestation too. Because I remember when it said sources said Dallas wanted to give up Dorian Finney-Smith for a superstar, and everybody mocked it. Well, damn it, they manifested it and got it.
They got it.
They did. Ham, opening your quick opening thoughts before we kind of delve in a little deeper.
Oh man, it's a never-ending story, man. It's fun. I don't know. I don't really have no thoughts. I don't know what to think. I don't know how it's gonna work basketball-wise. I don't even want to go into that realm. I don't think I'm gonna allow myself to go there. Let me get the product on the court, and we'll see where it goes from there. Because now this fool is in my division. So
he's in our division right now.
Yeah, he's in the division, Trav. So it's one of those deals where it's like, okay, it's funny because of all the other stuff that kind of led up to it. I mean, when you want to talk about vaccinations and anti-Semitism summer school that they put them through, and the whole other BS that came with it. I'm laughing at the folks that's in our group. I'm laughing at them. First of all, everybody just automatically assumed, and it still could play out that way because Mark them, they just traded for him. They didn't trade him and sign him to the max looking for him, right? He's still on expiring contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ain't nobody saying nothing about the Lakers, but why y'all so pressed about what dude do, man, in the business? And then y'all be speculating the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's because they want to do y'all don't even know. We don't even know. Nobody knows nothing.
Here's the deal with that, though. Let me say this.
Go ahead, Ron.
There is a responsibility when you are that level of play.
Yeah.
And this is what people don't want to understand or don't want to get. When you are that level of player, the price of that level means your personal life is now up for debate.
Absolutely.
It's not fair. I'm not interested in it. But guess what? Guess what? That is the price of poker. of that level of play. That's the price. That's the price of poker.
But it becomes funny because I mean, my first post on Facebook today had something to do with the fact that nobody gets offended by something that wasn't directly said to them or about them.
Right.
Anytime partner here makes a headline, we got a whole abundance of cats that's like in the fields. It's funny to me. I'm not criticizing for it because it's that funny to me because it's like it's funny, but it's also sad because I'm looking at it as a black man and I'm seeing a bunch of brothers take that kind of stance. Go ahead, MJ.
I'm just gonna tap into my 30% hotep and just dig deep for you guys.
Hold on. Before you do that, let me get Coach Les. We make sure everybody get touches because Les look like he in the airport lounge, Delta lounge or something. So I don't know how long he's gonna be here.
Undisclosed location, man.
Coach Les, thank you for joining us. I know you're on a tight schedule. Just your initial thoughts.
Not enough. You know how they say like it's not enough balls to go around. There's not enough air in the ball to go around.
The PCI.
It will be the abundance of air pumps in arenas now will dramatically increase the lettering on the ball. They gonna pound the letters off the ball together. I mean, the dribble admiring it as it's gonna be LSO.
It is a really
and I hope y'all caught that bar. And I hope y'all caught that bar.
You know we did.
I hope y'all caught that.
Yeah. You know we did.
The W.
I think it's a really interesting. So this is what makes this trade interesting. Number one, we know how Kyrie is, so there is no guarantee he's going to re-sign with Dallas.
Right.
None. That there's no guarantee. I don't care what he says. That ain't whatever he said privately. There's no guarantee. And to me, fellas, this is a trade you make if you think you can win it. This is not a trade to go from 5th seed to 2nd. This is a trade you make because we're going to win it.
You pushing all your chips to the middle.
We win this year.
Mark Cuban, the definition of high risk, high reward. That's who he is. You don't become successful as Mark Cuban if you don't take risks.
Right.
So I agree with you.
And he knows better than anybody that you can't have a superstar because it's disgruntled. If he said he need help, go get him help.
Yeah. And I think J Kidd gonna be able to talk to Kyrie though.
Exactly. That's what I was just saying before. I just want to see what he's gonna do to manage that, to talk to him, to get him going, man.
Yeah.
I don't think the managing will necessarily be Kyrie because we've never known Kyrie to be a problem in a locker room.
No,
the management is going to be as hot as Coach Les talked about it. You got two guys who ain't gonna stand in the corner and wait for the ball to come their way. How he changes this offense on the fly now to have two of the best individual one-on-one players in the league. J Kidd, I mean, it's a great luxury to have, but he about to earn his money figuring this out.
I tell you what, Luka Yusuf's rate finna go down.
Which probably the thing, actually.
Which should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah. And that's probably why they made the move, because now I have a reason to tell you got to pass the ball, because the other guys that was on your team, it didn't make no sense to pass the ball to them because they just nowhere near as good.
Right. Right.
I mean, let's keep it real. Like, even though you still should pass the ball because you want to make everybody a weapon when you're the best player on the floor, this is a different thinking generation. If they can go in their bag for 48 minutes, they will go in their bag for 48 minutes.
Now, Ham.
Oh, we got a 30% hotel. My MJ, 30% Hotep MJ.
Oh no!
We
moving the ball. We ain't gonna be like Dallas. We moving the ball.
So let me say this now. We definitely gonna go back to 30% Hotep. Keep that thought.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Now, if you're Brooklyn, you've done this. This officially, to me, writes you out of the chase for the chip. Now, you have officially eliminated yourself. It's like Jay Ham. He the wrestling historian. Remember, people throw themselves over the top rope at the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, you eliminate yourself.
That's Brooklyn did.
Yeah.
So now,
Macho Man did that with Jake. He going at Jake Snake that time in the Royal Rumble. He threw himself right over Jake. Fool, you eliminated yourself.
So now,
that's real beef, though. That's real. That was real beef, though.
That was real beef. But you know who else should have real beef? Spencer. Spencer, like, man, I was cool with no state tax. Y'all gonna send me back up here with this ass tax? Come on, man.
So speaking of high tax, now we talk about Kevin Wayne Durant.
Yeah.
Now,
3 more years after.
Now Kevin is just a hooper. So Kevin will hoop on Wednesday night at the YMCA.
This is true.
But Kevin got 3 more years on that deal. Do you really want to spend these last 3 of what probably is his prime years? Do you really want to spend the last 3 with here?
You know what? Go ahead.
You know what? I think when we get to July, we right back to what we was last year. Right? When he make that request, August, September, somewhere right around there. I think we right back.
I think we know what's going on with the Nets. They got to get rid of Ben, man. They got to do that. They got to do that to get another piece, another valuable piece to help that team out. Ben ain't it, man. He clogging he robbing the bank, ski mask, gloves. He ain't got no gloves. He leaving prints. He leaving prints all over.
No, yeah, Ben is not using a ski mask.
Plain sight.
He's
just like, hey, I'm gonna take your money. It's nothing you can do about it at this time.
Hey, Ben is
pulling robberies. Ben pulling robberies like they did in the old West.
Stick them up.
Name should be Benny Madoff.
Ponzi scheme, Ben.
Shout out to Neil Shapiro.
Hey, we're gonna start calling him Ponzi Wells.
Ponzi Wells.
Hey, shout out to Neil.
Shout out Neil. So I think if you're Brooklyn, you might as well put Kevin Durant on Amazon Prime and see what happens.
This man shouted out Devin Shapiro.
Yeah, he did. Shout out to Devin Shapiro. So 30% Hotep MJ.
Yes.
What's happening?
All right, so y'all keep talking. JM asked a great question. Why is everybody so impressed with what Kyrie is doing? And I'm just going deep in, and I'm going to bring some receipts and some history. When was the last time people was pressed like this? Oh, when Kevin Durant exercised his option to go to Golden State. And when was the time before that people were so pressed and so it's somebody else's business? Oh, when LeBron made the decision. So it seems to be like every time a black man exercises his power, everybody black men have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it's been shown. So is it that you don't like this man because of his ideologies, or do you not like this man because he knows how to leverage his value and his worth and you do not?
True.
This goes back to those comments that I was reading, especially at a time like, when you have these Kyrie type incidents. I don't like the way he maneuvered. What?
Hey, but Jay Ham, the same people who don't like the way he maneuver is the same dudes that said, hey, Stand is a good movie.
You're explaining all this to make it crystal clear right now.
Y'all love Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, but y'all hate Kyrie. What, you got to wait 30 years to like Kyrie?
That's usually how it happens.
It's like they had
I've only, truthfully, Kyrie's only done one thing that I had real problems with. Did one thing, and that was 4 years ago. He hasn't done anything recently. So I think you're right, MJ. I think this is where the disconnect between average fan, I love my team, versus somebody like Kyrie who truly views this as a profession and an art. And I think that's the thing that fans of teams can't get past. That's always going to be the disconnect. That's always going to be the disconnect.
That's a very fitting survey by you, MJ, in the month of February. We needed that.
He really did.
So let me say this. I think the other thing too that we got to make sure we do is we have to make sure that we apply things to our lives, because everybody here right now is currently an employee of another business or whatever the case is. So their services are being paid to do something. So Kyrie's service to the public is he's paid to play basketball and do the things he does on the basketball court. If he views his job and says that he would like to be in a better situation, or in a situation in which the people that he works for or displays his talent for are more trustworthy or move in a certain type of way, he has that right to say that that's what he would like to do.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't like your supervisor or your boss or or the people or the company infrastructure, you leave. But I noticed that the basketball players, what they say is, oh, it's different because they get paid more. Oh, I don't have any sympathy because of what they get paid. But
Hey,
I'm sorry.
I will ask those same people, okay, if I gave you $40 million right now, would you go out and pick cotton?
You know what most of them will tell you?
Yep.
90% of them will say yeah, because of what it is. Because of they see only the figure behind it and not the actual principle that could be behind it. But
They don't.
But we
They
live in
don't
a world
understand.
of principle-less people.
Mm-hmm. The only black mark Kyrie ever got from me was what he did, the exit from Boston. Because there's film on that.
Yeah.
When he absolutely tanked that series against the Bucks. Like, that's not even disputable.
Yeah.
Everything since that point. Okay.
And the thing is, and I'm glad you even said that, Big Shot, because the thing about it is, now that we're grown, now that we have grown-up ideologies, we went through grown-up stuff, we're going to look at the game differently. Every superstar in this league, I could say something I don't like about him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every one of them. If I literally just stayed in how I feel about this person or what I think he is as a human versus him watching the game of basketball, I wouldn't like the game either. And that's y'all problem.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even know these people for real.
Yeah. But I tell you what it does, though. Now, going back to the hoop aspect, and Ham talked about him being in his division now. If you're Denver, if you're Memphis, you got to be scratching your chin like, maybe we need to get in this line at the Toronto airport at Customs. Maybe we need to get in this line for OG Anunoby and Gary Trent.
I was just about to say that this trade may have sped up the process for Memphis and Denver to make a move now.
If you're the Clippers, you're like, we might need to look. You said what, Les?
Freddie V.
I'm telling you, everybody need to go to that border, Toronto borders, because it's a lot of stuff.
And the thing
now,
about the boys up in Toronto, a few of them, they know how to win.
Been there, done.
Already done so.
Been there and done it.
Everybody talk about windows, like your margin for window is small. I don't know if how big the margin of window is, whether it's small or big. I do know the window in the NBA now just do this all the time. And you just got to jump in that bitch. You got time.
Yeah.
Because even right now, we like, oh, the young teams, they're looking good. Give them about 1 or 2 more years. And then boom, a trade happen. You just like, well, they do something. And the funny thing is, we don't even know what's with the Mavs. They might flip Kyrie for something else. We still don't know.
Listen, we got a show on Tuesday. We talk about when dynasties end. And to that point, MJ, that thing can close on you quick. And your opportunity is now.
Everybody is a tender ACL away from not seeing the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And I give you another one, fellas. Y'all tell me what you think about this one. Now that Kyrie's out is now in the West. If you're Philadelphia, maybe now you need to put your ring back in the hat, throw your hat back in the ring. A team that's playing well. That's one less person we got to worry about. Joel Embiid having an unbelievable year. Harden and Maxey playing a lot better of late. This trade to me now, you could set off the domino if you're a contender.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis, but if the Bucks getting healthy again,
The Bucks.
You know what? That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Like you were saying about the Clippers. I think the Clippers have made their move. Now it's all about load management and health with them.
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee's the same way, especially getting Chris Middleton back. Philly, it's both. I mean, they may have room to get one more and be healthy. But the main thing is health. Look at Golden State. They're slowly getting back healthy.
And then they lost Curry.
And then they lose Steph, right. Steph's going to be out for a couple of.
So, yeah.
That means I say this if I'm Philadelphia. How far a drive is Brooklyn to Philadelphia? About an hour, about 2 hours, about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half, probably.
About 2 hours. Well, from Philly to New York in general is 2 hours. So
if I am Philadelphia, and I love Maxey as a player, I do. This is not about anti-Maxey talk. I know we got 2 Kentucky guys on the line.
There you go.
But I will tell you this: if it's Maxey, Tobias, and whatever other picks you want to throw on the table,
for Slim Reaper,
and I can have Embiid, Durant, and James Harden.
Boy.
I will tell you this today. I will absolutely line that up.
Ron, was that on your notepad? Because you cooking right
That
now.
wasn't on a notepad. That just came to the dome, to be honest.
You know what? When you first started, and my eyes, and you may see my eyes buck on this show later on. I knew where you was going with that.
Yeah, that ain't classic.
I ain't
Brooklyn. If Brooklyn, you want the young player, that's Max. You want the deal that's about to be expired, that's Tobias. And the picks, and you throw whatever the picks are gonna be.
So I'm gonna do one just as good, Ron. Watch how I flip this. So
the fact that Les is not throwing his chair at my trade tells me this decent.
Hey, now I'm gonna tell you what else you can flip if you Philly. I could actually do something similar to that and still keep Maxey. I'm gonna tell you how. I can give up Tobias. I can give up a couple other players at picks. So then I can go to Toronto and get Pascal. Because Pascal is a third option next to Embiid.
That's fine too.
That works.
That's fine too.
Pascal, where he could just go one-on-one and not have to worry about thinking. He showed he could win a title with him.
Yeah, even with that spin move.
Even with that whack-ass spin move.
And Rico taught that. Rico taught him that.
Rico taught me.
Rico got him better.
That's better.
I'm just saying, fellas. Now whether it's another trade, though, I think if you're a contender now,
Trying to get wild, bro.
See, that's why ESPN said they got a 5-hour trade special on Thursday.
Hey, I know this, ESPN. If I see any remnants of this trade that Big Shot just talked about, or I just talked about, we gonna have some work.
They need to send us something, especially Big Shot.
Bristol, man, we coming to Bristol. If not, we coming in the spring.
Yeah.
A little too cold right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Too cold. Too cold.
Yeah, we're coming like May.
Too cold. That's where I'm leaving from, Rhode Island.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Tyson Willard. Shout out to Tyson Willard and Tino Mo.
Don't forget Lamar Odom.
And the goods.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I gotta tell you about this trip at a later time and date.
Hey man, Big Shot. Anything else, man?
I just think it'd be first of all, I'm all for. I think for Brooklyn, this is as good as it was gonna get, without losing them for free. As good as it's gonna get. I think Sean Marks and them still need to be in the office right now, because I think if Kevin Durant wants to go, which I don't know if KD's is inclined to go, but I think you explore that option.
KD finna push that shot. He finna be out by Thursday. He finna be a part of that 5-hour ESPN special on Thursday.
And you know what?
What we gonna call Brooklyn?
We're gonna be right back in.
What are we gonna call Brooklyn? The third time y'all tried this shit and it don't work. Stop blowing up your assets and building your squad for super teams because they eventually just leave you. I don't know what curse y'all got. Y'all tried this with Williams, Paul Pierce, and KG. It didn't fucking work. Y'all tried this with KD and James Harden and then flipped him for Ben Simmons and Kyrie. The shit didn't work. Just keep your picks and grind it out, okay? Because this ain't working.
Wild and Coyote. Stop blowing it up.
Right. It's like they get the stuff that New York Knicks want and still fuck it off. It's crazy.
There's a common theme here, man. There's a common theme here.
Will kill you.
It is New York City. It's just not meant to get this done in New York City. I mean, it's what it is.
Hey.
The Big East tournament is as good as it's gonna get. Hoop-wise,
The Big East tournament.
Bro,
it's as good as it's gonna get.
And when I say,
go ahead, Coach Les.
Hey, different borough, same problem.
Same problem. Trying to tell them this.
Shout out to Bezo.
Shout out to Bezo, because Bezo actually slick predicted this. He didn't predict it, but he put it like as a wish list. Yo, it'll be licensed. Kyrie and Luka can link. 2 days later, here we are.
Here we are.
I'm just saying, man, nobody want to pay $15 for a McDouble, right?
Oh. And that includes you too, Campbell. Y'all be tripping, man. I tried to get a whop up there one time, man. That like $7.50. That was $93.
So imagine what that thing is now.
Right.
Gotta get that Royale with cheese.
It's $22.50.
Right.
You gotta get the Big Nick. Instead of the Big Mac.
No sesame seed.
Listen, there you have it. We're gonna let folks get on with their Sunday afternoon. This was just, the news was too big to not jump in. We'll be back Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. We're gonna talk about when a dynasty ends, which I think is real appropriate considering what's going on in Golden State. But if something else happened by Tuesday night, we be talking about that too. Shout out to my man Jerm in the building, Trav, Ham, Coach Les, MJ, Ron, 94 Feet of Life, basketball for the people, by the people. Until next time, signing out.